Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the palm oil crisis in Indonesia and the 4 things you need to know. The crisis is touched on a little bit in National Geographic's latest film, Before the Flood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I highly recommend checking that film out, but if you haven't seen it, hopefully this video gives you a good idea about what palm oil is, why it's the root of an environmental crisis, why it matters, and what we can do about it. So, first question. What the heck even is palm oil? Unsurprisingly, palm oil is the oil that comes from, you guessed it, palm trees. More specifically, the African oil palm. Surprisingly, however, is that palm oil is found in roughly 50% of packaged goods sold in US and European grocery stores. I know what you're thinking. I've never even heard of palm oil. How the heck is it in half of the things that I purchase? Because palm oil is one of the easiest and least expensive vegetable oils to produce. Its derivatives are used in everything from soaps, hair products and cosmetics, to ice cream, cookies, crackers, chocolate, breakfast cereals. The list goes on and on. You get it. Palm oil is in a ton of stuff, but what's the issue? That brings me to my next question. Why is palm oil the root of a crisis? Well, according to the World Wildlife Fund, an area equivalent to 300 football fields of rainforest is cleared away each hour to make room for palm oil production. The forest being burned to the ground by palm oil farmers is home to over 300,000 species, which are seriously in peril. The WWF reports that due to habitat loss, the orangutan could become extinct within the next 5 to 10 years, and the Sumatran tiger in less than 3. In addition to deforestation, roads cut through the forest to allow for the transportation of palm oil from plantations allow poachers easy access to prized and endangered megafauna such as the Sumatran rhinoceros, sun bear, pygmy elephant, clouded leopard, and proboscis monkey. When it comes to issues of animal conservation, it's sometimes difficult to engender empathy. There are so many issues that humans face after all. Of course, the plights these animals in Indonesia and Sumatra are facing are terrible. But why, as humans, should we take the time to stop it? Why should we care? Simply put, the palm oil crisis isn't an animal issue, it is a catastrophe on a global scale. Rainforests are what we call an environmental buffer, meaning that they take up CO2 from the atmosphere to keep the carbon dioxide levels balanced. When you take away that buffer, it's like clogging a drain. CO2 builds up in the atmosphere, trapping in heat, raising global temperatures, and melting glaciers. Next week I'll speak in a little bit more detail about the consequences of climate change, but suffice to say, burning down 300 football fields worth of rainforest an hour is a sure way to feed the flame of rising climate. So now that I have sufficiently terrified you all, it's time for the uplifting part. What can we do? It would be an irresponsible choice to completely boycott palm oil. Palm oil is actually the most efficient vegetable oil to produce, producing 4 to 10 times more oil than other crops such as canola or soy. The palm oil industry is also incredibly important to the developing economies of Indonesia and Sumatra. So if we can't boycott palm oil, we can at least consume it responsibly and sustainably. An NGO called the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil certifies palm oil plantations that do not clear-cut forests when they don't have to, that do not harm orangutans or other wildlife, that use pesticides responsibly, ensure the rights of plantation workers, monitor greenhouse gas emissions, and do not deforest areas where endangered species are known to live. You can download an app called the Palm Oil Shopping app that allows you to scan the barcode of an item you're looking to purchase to see its level of certification, allowing you to become a part of the solution by increasing the demand for sustainably produced palm oil. The palm oil crisis is terrifying, and it's difficult to fully comprehend the scale of the disaster at hand. Palm oil is pervasive in our daily lives, and when unsustainably produced, it can be the cause of massive scale environmental degradation. However, it is a problem that we can actively and manageably combat by changing little things about the way we live our lives. And there is immeasurable hope in that. I didn't make this video to scare you. I wanted to empower you with the knowledge that you, sitting here in this room in the University of Miami, can affect a crisis that is happening half a world away. And if that doesn't empower the socks off of you, I don't know what will. Thanks, guys.